Welcome. You ever been called into a meeting where you already know what it's about and you already know it's gonna be some nonsense? Yeah, that's me right now. Welcome to He Don't Like My Child, chapter 47. Look, I'm a teacher, 8th grade math. I don't expect a parade or a statue, but what I do expect is a little logic, some grace, and maybe a thank you every once in a while for not quitting mid-semester. But here I am, sitting in this office, about to be told once again that I got a personal vendetta against a child who has spent 83% of the school year either sleeping, singing in class, or using Takis as currency. And when the grades drop, Mr. Johnson don't like my baby. Nah, my child hasn't turned in any homework since Labor Day. Nah, my child brought a Nerf gun to a pop quiz. Nope, it's my attitude that's the problem. Let me be clear, I don't dislike anybody's child. I dislike disrespect. I dislike disruption. I dislike the fact that I assign extra credit and Deshaun turns in a blank sheet of paper with "God got me" written across the top in gel pen. And now I gotta sit here with my principal and a parent who's already convinced I'm the villain in a story I didn't even write. But hey, I'm Mr. Real Talk Johnson. So I'ma walk into this conversation calm, professional, but ready. Because sometimes you gotta teach math, and sometimes you gotta teach reality. Let's get it. So Principal Santiago and I are already seated in the office. Someone knocks on the door. Principal Santiago: "Come in, Miss Barnes. Please have a seat." Miss Barnes sits, arms already folded. "Let's get right to it. I'm here because Mr. Johnson clearly got a personal issue with my son. Deshaun says he always gets singled out, never gets to make up work, and feels attacked." I said, "Respectfully, Miss Barnes, your son has been absent 7 times in 2 weeks and came back with 0 notes and a bag of Takis." Miss Barnes: "He had personal reasons, private business. And even if he did, isn't it your job to support him?" I said, "It is my job to support him academically. But when he walks in 3 days late and says, 'Hi, Mr. J, I'm here now. Slide me that makeup packet,' like we at Chick-fil-A, I gotta draw the line." Principal Santiago interjects calmly, "Let's all take a breath. Miss Barnes, I hear your concerns. Mr. Johnson, is there a makeup policy in place?" I said, "Absolutely. Students have 3 days to make up work after an excused absence. Deshaun never asked, never emailed, never came after class. Just keep saying, 'That ain't fair.'" Miss Barnes, defensive, "Because it's not fair. He says you always calling him out in class." I said, "I call on him to answer math questions like every other student. The only thing I'm calling out is lack of effort." Miss Barnes: "He says you embarrass him." I said, imitating Deshaun, "He called out himself last week when he yelled, 'Yo, why is 8 scared of 7? 'Cause 7 ain't 9 during the quiz. That ain't trauma, that's comedy hour." Principal Santiago, trying not to laugh: Okay. Let's bring it back in. Miss Barnes: "I do believe Mr. Johnson is holding all students to a consistent standard." Miss Barnes: "Well, I just don't want my son feeling targeted." I said sincerely, "I want Deshaun to succeed, but part of that is showing up, doing the work, and not turning every question into a punchline. He's smart. He just thinks being cool is more important than being consistent." Miss Barnes looks away, less defensive now. Miss Barnes: "You really think he's smart?" I said, "Absolutely. But potential without effort is just a dream with no alarm clock." Principal Santiago, smiling: "Now that's the kind of talk I'd like to hear in this office." Miss Barnes, softening: "All right, I'll talk to him. But can we get one more chance for that missed assignment?" I said, "He's got until Friday. And after that, no more extensions. He got to earn that grade, not get handed it." Miss Barnes, standing: "Fair enough. Real talk." I said, "Exactly.